Hello, everybody. Welcome to India International Ayurveda Wellness Expo and Summit, brought to you by Government of Goa and India Council of Ayurveda System of Medicine and Allied Sciences. Today, we have with us a very renowned food scientist and nutritionist who has given millets a new name in the entire world and well known as the Millet Man of India, Dr. Khader Valli. Namaste, sir. A warm welcome to IIAW 2026, organized by Government of Goa and Goa Council of Ayurveda, System of Medicines and Allied Sciences. Sir, कैसा रहा आपका experience to be participating at the IIAW 2026?
It is excellent. First of all, I need to thank Chief Minister of Goa, Dr. Pramod. He, being himself as an Ayurveda doctor, has done a wonderful job and bringing back to the consciousness of all Goans and the whole country that our systems that we have forgotten completely should be back into our lives. We have been too much guided by the Western thought process. So I find this particular symposium or whatever you call it, Wellness Expo, been sharing the thought process that our ancestors did about Ayurveda, yoga, and the forgotten food millets. The real food for human race actually is millets, and these Westerners, in the name of Green Revolution, White Revolution, Pink Revolution, all are being driven to make us eat wrong food and get sick and then go to hospitals. I mean, this vicious cycle has to be broken, and only food, the right food, can do the job.
Doctor, you have been known as the Millet Man of India. I would like to ask you what made you take this drive to include millets and make it a big name in the world?
Millets are the rightful food for our gut because gut microbiome is encouraged only through fibrous grains. And the fibrous grains on this planet are millets. I mean, it's as simple as this. The logic is very, very simple. And millets have the capacity to hold the glucose release into your bloodstream. And all the things that we are eating in the name of modern food practices, and no nutritionist is willing to come and tell to the people that this is not the food that we should be eating. Because when you eat rice, wheat, milk, sugar, your homeostasis of the blood is disturbed because it is the glucose concentration that is rising. And to control that, your system is going haywire, and all your diseases, BP, diabetes, thyroid, all are around that. So, millets naturally can reverse all these, according to me, stupid diseases because we're eating wrong food and going to nutritionists.
So nowadays, non-communicable disease like diabetes, hypertension, asthma, or cancers, you can say, are widespread. So how do you think millets can be used as one of the food supplements along with the medicine, and how can it benefit the entire society?
No, there is no food supplement. There is no medicine. Your medicines cannot cure diseases. It's only your food that can help you be healthy. So, millets are the real food. They were the food of the past and they should be the food of future. Only millets are empowered with all the nutrition and the detox methods of wonderful lignans that are fibers which can eliminate the toxic morbid waste that accumulate in your body causing cancers, and including the so-called modern medicines and drugs are actually causing diseases. So the fertilizers, the pesticides, the poisons that we are exposed to, all of them can be detoxed using millet food. Millet fiber is the essential key player. So, the fibrous grains that are millets, that are actually C4 grasses, which can grow without water, without fertilizers, without pesticides. So much toxicity can be eliminated if you choose your food as millet. So, as a scientist, I have evaluated all these aspects, both environmental, health, biodiversity, village economics, all these things fall into this wonderful concept called millets, which we have been misled by these so called experts. as that is not our food. They are, these are the exact words they use. It's a primitive food, they said. And the primitive food is the real food. And it is super food because we have evidence based shown cancers, thyroid, diabetes, including type 1 diabetes, we can just throw away from our bodies.
So millets are often called as a climate smart crop. So how critical they are in addressing climate change and water scarcity?
There are two aspects: climate smart crops because they can grow from 10 degrees to 45 degrees. But then the modern agriculture has been using this so-called soybean, genetically modified corn, rice, and wheat, which are absolutely artificial and cause the climate disturbance. So, to bring back the damage done by the modern agriculture, which is actually releasing 10.4 billion tons of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere every year, by growing millets, we can wipe out this in a matter of 10 years. So they are climate smart because they can grow anywhere and everywhere. And they are also going to help us to remove the climate disturbance caused by the modern food practices. So stop eating the modern agricultural practices like egg, meat, all these artificial things. You stop and be millet militarian. Let me coin a word: militarian. If human race becomes militarians, not militarians, milletarians, we will solve the problem of biodiversity, global warming, and the lost soil fertility can revert back.
Absolutely, sir. So the world is now looking at India for sustainable food solutions. So how can Indian position millets on the global wellness map?
India has been the champion of vegetarianism to start with. And the real vegetarianism is being millet food, because millet food does not disturb the natural resources. Many people say eating rice, wheat is also vegetarian, or eating soya bean is vegetarian. According to me, they are not vegetarian. They are actually worse than non vegetarian food, because to grow these things, you are completely spoiling the forests and other natural resources. So, my definition of vegetarianism is to replenish, refertilize the lost soil. What can we do? Millets can do. So, millets are the real vegetarian food that establishes the lost fertility of the soil. And in fact, we can bring back all the rivers if the human race starts eating millets. Wellness is a small bonus for you. Everyone can be healthy, but we can also bring back all these disturbed systems back into the planet.
Absolutely, sir. So, talking about where do you see the millet movement by 2030 in India and globally?
Yeah, I should give credit to Pradhana Mantri Narendra Modi ji Garu, because he has brought it into the international podium by declaring 2023 as International Year of Millets, and successfully our Shri Amit Shah ji has actually under our Minister for Defense Rajnath Singh ji have signed for 30% mandatory millet usage in our military Jawans. So these are big steps encouraged by our present government to bring back millets into the Indian food plates. So I believe it's a wonderful primary steps that we are talking. But I have also some complaints, because we are still charging millets 18% GST, and whereas we are giving rice and wheat subsidies 4 lakh crores per year in the name of fertilizers and irrigation department. Huge amount of money poured into, which is absolutely unnecessary if we choose millets as food. So I would request the governments all over India to start giving encouragement for millet farmers, so that there is no tax on our real food, Um, I'm not saying stop that, but we also need some encouragement, millet, because this is non-irrigation, no water, no fertilizers, no pesticides. So this should be encouraged heavily by each and every state in India, and the central government has started its work. I hope they would continue to do a lot more for millet farmers and the health of India, so that we can lead the world as to what to eat and what not to eat, so that we conserve our natural resources rather than consume natural resources as we are doing now.
Absolutely, sir. So, taking from the same point as you spoke, our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Ji Modi is also a big fan of millets, and
Yeah,
he's
he
been
eats
put.
millets. I mean, he
Absolutely.
eats millets, and Amit Shah ji is also eating millets. I know personally. Rajnath Singh ji eats millets. So anyone who has some brain will eat millets.
Absolutely, sir. We are fortunate enough that our Honorable Chief Minister of Goa is also one of the, he's an
Yeah,
Ayurvedic
Pramod,
physician,
Dr.
has been
Pramod. Yes,
complete
he's been
support in
doing a
organizing
lot
the
of
entire
wonderful sessions,
program.
and he has shown a lot of interest for our traditional systems. So I really congratulate and thank him for doing great work, because talking about traditional systems, Ayurveda, yoga, and the food that we are eating is a wonderful step coming from policymakers. So I really appreciate and thank Dr. Pramodji.
So, how can food innovation and modern packing help make millets more appealing to the younger generation?
Yeah, this is a little bit tricky, because for the last 30, 40 years we have been educating people in the Western umbrella. So we need to educate our students from the college and pre-university level that food has its origins in the real conditions, not artificial stuff. So we need to start including into the curriculum about our ancestral food and how it was grown, how it was done, and the modern agricultural practices. So when the kids see this information, this knowledge, that which is natural and which is unnatural, I personally believe they will slowly change.
So, if Ayurveda and millets go together, had one message for humanity, what would it be?
In fact, this is not a message given by me. This is the message given by God Himself, our Sri Krishna, Bhagavad Gita, 6th chapter, 17th sloka. Yukta ahara viharasya, yukta chestasya karmasu, yukta swapnava bodhasya, yogo bhavati dukkha. So the right food, right awakening state, right sleep with yoga will make dukkha completely destroyed. So Bhagavan himself has given, and I just follow that one particular sloka. I think very relevant for present day, which is been spelt out by Bhagavan Sri Krishna himself. So there is nothing beyond Bhagavad Gita. You have problems, just read Bhagavad Gita, you will get a sloka. The solution, the problem, everything is there.
Absolutely, sir. With this advice, I think the entire world has benefited now. So, one last parting final message from you to our audience at India International Ayurveda and Wellness Expo and Summit 2026. What is one simple millet based habit everyone can start from tomorrow?
Ambali, the fermented porridge of each grain. Kodo millet, barnyard millet, brown top millet, little millet, and foxtail millet. Soak 5 grams in 500 ml of water. Make thin porridge after 8 hours, 10 minutes of boiling. Then tie it in a mud pot with a cotton cloth so that the fermentation happens. After 8 hours, just drink 150 ml or 200 ml daily. Within 6 weeks, you will see the magic in your body. Even if you have HIV, liver problems, mental problems, dental problems, doesn't matter. All things start receding.
So thank you so much for joining with us at IAW 2026. So ladies and gentlemen, that was Dr. Khader Valli, the Millet Man of India with us at IIAW 2026.